Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go-getterism number 517 for March 3rd, 2016. Happy birthday, Nate. My young boy, my son, turning 12 years old today. It's crazy. It's crazy how things, man. Proud of you, boy. Without a doubt. Mad proud of you. And I know you're going to go far in your life. You know what I'm saying? You got all the right stuff. Tonight I want to talk to y'all about hating your job but loving the pay. Now, actually, to me that doesn't sound like a really bad position to be in, but some people find themselves in that position. And when you really think about it, if you're going to trade happiness in for money, it's just one of those things, like, of course everybody would love to be able to love the place that they work in. I mean, what could be better, what could be better than loving your career, loving what you do for a living? In a perfect world, everybody would love what they do, and they would get paid their worth, and everything would just be all right. In a perfect world, we would never have to push our snooze button or think about calling out from a job because we just can't bear to go to it anymore. And the thing about having a job is, first of all, everybody has to have one. Everybody needs a means of income. It's just one of those things where it's not normally the job itself that gets on your nerves. It's the people who work at the job. So you may have some coworkers that you really can't stand, and they make life living hell for you. Maybe they're snitching on you all the time. Maybe they're trying to set you up all the time. Maybe they're trying to ridicule you. Maybe they start rumors. Or if you have a really rogue supervisor or manager that seems to be making your life a living hell, always trying to write you up, always trying to get you in trouble, always trying to get some kind of disciplinary action waged against you so that he can get you fired. And you wonder what motivates a person to want to take away somebody else's livelihood, their income. So we often have to make the decision in our lives about our job. Like, do I continue to go up in this place and hate what I do, hate the people there, hate the whole existence of me being there, and try to ride out this 8 hours and hope and pray to God that they don't ask me to do any overtime, or do you do the right thing? And the right thing is to make sure that you put in a good day's work for a good day's pay, but keep your resume pumping, keep your cover letter popping, and make sure that you apply for places time and time again. You don't have to stay where you are. If you have a good skill set, regardless of what you do for a living, if you know that you're good at whatever it is that you get paid for, you can either, what I would suggest is, if you're uncomfortable trying to start a business of your own, make sure that you do your researches on any kind of place that you do want to work at. The people that you work for, if you're going to make them millions and millions of dollars and get broken off thousands of dollars, then you might as well make sure that the time that you spend there is well worth it. The truth of the matter is, a lot of these jobs in this corporate society that we live in, things just aren't like they used to be. Like back in the day when there was a such thing as job security and retirement. Nowadays, jobs really just try to get you out of there, or get you to work there for as cheap as possible, and give you the least amount of benefits that they can possibly get away with. And then if you work there too long, your salary starts to increase. Then they try to get you up out of there and get somebody in there, who will do the job faster and cheaper. Notice I didn't even say better, because they're not really all that concerned with you doing the job better. They just want it cheaper and efficiently. So if they can get somebody to do it just as well as you do, or even just a slight a notch below, but to eat that cost, they'll do it. So you have to treat your company the same way. You got to keep yourself in demand, and you do that by making sure that you go to other companies and let them know that you're looking, and this is what you're doing for your company, and you can do it for them. And I don't have to tell you that companies love to hire people who are already working somewhere. They don't want to hire people who are collecting unemployment. They don't want to hire people who are unemployed. They figure something ain't really right there. They don't like a lot of gaps in the resume, or gaps in the in employment. They don't want you to branch out on your own and try to do your own thing. They want people who are team players. So you owe it to yourself to at least get on the right team. There's no employee loyalty on the side of the company, so there really shouldn't be any job loyalty. Simple as that. It is what it is. This business is never personal, because when they bounce your ass out there, downsizing you, laying you off, and playing games with your livelihood, it's business, never personal, right? So when you come in there and you take your vacation time, by the way, this is a good idea. And I was taught to do this by somebody that I hated on my last job. He said, when you go look for another job, don't quit. If you get another job, don't quit the job that you're with. Take your vacation time and work that 2 weeks at your new job to see if you like it. So that way, if you didn't like it, or if you don't like it, it's not a good fit for you. No harm, no foul. It's a good idea, right? That's pretty smart. He was smart. He was a dickhead, but he was smart. All right. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And one more thing that I want y'all to remember is that HR is never on your side. Human resources is not on your side. Sure, they'll try to kick it like they are protecting your rights, but that's not what they're paid to do. They're paid to protect the interest of the company. And the house always wins, and the house is the company. And that's who hired them. So at the end of the day, they're going to try to try to make a way to get you out of that company and not have to pay you any unemployment. So watch out, watch your back. All right. The Mind Right and Body Better Fitness program is this Saturday, March 6th, March 5th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The McVeigh Recreation Center, 400 East Ontario Street, right there on the corner of Ontario and D Street. So make sure y'all come to holler. Get your workout on, learn how to eat better. You know what I'm saying? We even get into a little strength training. Look, we got it going on. Really. Dropping pounds. Really. Look at that. Don't watch it loose. I'll let y'all later. Happy birthday, Nate.